Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Atan. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the MSC 2026 EWC knockout predictions, guys. And honestly, guys, this tournament has been incredible. This has been the best MSC ever. It's not even close. 2024 was really, really good. 2025 was okay. Compared to 2024, it wasn't that good. But this one, it's the best because there's so many competitive teams. I've said this time and time before, but this is the most unpredictable tournament maybe ever. Like, you genuinely don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, first of all the title contenders, SRG and Team Liquid Philippines, didn't even make the knockouts. Onyx, they lost in the group stage. Aurora looks like the best team. BTR looks incredible. Falcons PH, they look like they're back in M5 potentially form. So many storylines, but we're gonna be predicting every single matchup. We're gonna be predicting the whole entire bracket. I'm not one of those YouTubers who like does like, oh, subscribe and like for part two. Just like and subscribe, guys. I'm gonna be doing more content on this while I can. Obviously, this is the second international. This is the first international of the year. We gotta wait. MPL season start in a month, so yeah, it's gonna be a very really good year for Mobile Legends competitively. Aurora. Okay, let's start off. Damn, I didn't even see it. Team Spirit versus Team Vamos. Team Vamos looks really, really good. Team Spirit didn't look that good in the group stage. I don't know. There's some like I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Team Spirit can always perform better internationally. I don't know why, but I feel like Team Spirit, every single international, we come into the international thinking, is this finally the year that they do something? Like, they have the potential to be the best, but I feel like they always really struggle to get over that hump, which is like that top four, top three. I think Team Spirit, they will perform better in the knockouts because last year it was the same thing against Onyx Philippines. They performed way better. They actually should have beaten Onyx Philippines, and they didn't have the best group stage. So I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be really close. I want Team Vamos to win. I'm gonna say that I want Team Vamos to win just because I feel like every new team that beats their opponent, it's gonna make everything so much more interesting. The storylines are gonna be better. It's gonna be better for the esport. If we have a new winner, that's more healthy for the competitive scene of Mobile Legends because then everybody will be like, okay, anything is possible. Let's bring more teams in. Let's come. Let's get more countries, more regions to really get Mobile Legends teams. I think Team Vamos is a really, really good team. Um, they exceeded expectations, but I think that for them to beat a team like Team Spirit that's so experienced in the knockouts, and yes, while Team Vamos have been better this meta, I think in the knockouts, Team Spirit's more calculative, slow play will pay off. I don't think it'll be a sweep. I think this will be a 3-2, and I wouldn't be surprised if Vamos wins. But I'm gonna go with Team Spirit. Next up, we have Aurora versus Onyx Philippines. Everybody has been saying that Aurora is gonna beat Onyx. I do agree. I think Onyx, this is where the road ends. But to me, this seems a bit too fishy. I don't like the sound of Onyx ID getting eliminated this quickly in an international. Yes, Onyx ID didn't look the best in the group stage, but one thing I have to say is that they may have the best late game. Their late game is insane. Yes, SRG threw that game against them, but their decision making, their micro and their macro in the late game is super, super good. And if Onyx is able to like replicate that in the knockouts, this is a team that you have to beat in the early game or you will just lose straight up because their late game is very, very crazy. I mean, you have some of the most mechanically gifted players ever. You have Kyrie, you have Sans, you have Kelra, you have so many talented players, and in this meta, it really benefits individualism. Like, while in other previous meta, it's all about like macro, like team fighting, draft setups. But this is an assassin meta. This is a hyper carry meta. So teams like that are willing to take risk will eventually prevail, guys. So I think Aurora, on the other hand, look like the best team. They understand the meta the best, and whichever team has the best meta understanding and really fully grasp it, they will win. So Aurora will win 3-2. I think it'll be really, really close. Team Vitality versus Team Falcons Philippines. This one is interesting because Falcons, this kind of reminds me of M5, where a team they lost to Onic ID, right? They lost 3-0 in the upper bracket final, and then Falcons got their revenge. Now this time it's different because BTR beat Falcons in the group stage, but every single time an Indo team beats Falcons before a big matchup, right? Falcons always gets the revenge. Now, I love BTR. I really hope they do well. It would be so cool if they did well. I actually think BTR is the best team from Indonesia. I think they would beat Onic ID if they were matched up with each other. But I think Falcons is gonna win. I just trust Falcons more. I think Falcons. This is a team that knows how to get it done. They've been here before. The experience is here. I think they're scaling. They looked really, really good in their second group stage match. They're getting better. They're getting more comfortable with the meta. I believe in Kyle. I trust Kyle. And I think BTR, I think this will be a really, really close. I don't think, listen, if they lose here, I don't think this is a choke for BTR. None of that. I just think Falcons is going to be the better team. So losing here, either for either team, if they lose, this is not some failure of a tournament. Like you lost to a really, really good team, but I think Falcons will get it done. YG versus Pro, I think YG will win. Pro is good, but Pro realistically, you could argue shouldn't have even been here. I think E7 were giving them way too. They were just giving them so much respect. weren't really pushing any advantages. It was honestly just a really really weird performance from E7 after beating an eliminated Team Liquid. They pretty much just gave Pro Esports everything. I think YG is better. So yeah, semifinals: Team Spirit versus Aurora. I'm gonna go with Aurora. I think Aurora makes it to their first ever international final. This is the first ever time a Turkish team will make it to an international final. Aurora deserves it. They are the best team right now. They understand the meta best right now. And something that's not being talked about is that they have the best player, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that interview with King Khan and Mirko and Trex, but they pretty much were asking him a bunch of questions. And obviously, they were talking about the top teams. And King Khan said that they were scrimming Aurora a lot because obviously, Onyx Philippines doesn't directly scrim TLPH and Falcons since they're going to be playing them in the first couple of weeks of when the new season starts in MPLPH. But he said that right as of right now, every time they play, it convinces him more that TNZ is the best jungler in the world. And to me, that means something because if King Khan is saying that TNZ is a really really good jungler, that he's the best, they must be terrorizing everybody in scrims, guys. I mean, if you're dominating on stage and in scrims, and you have the best player in the world, and you have the best meta understanding, that's gonna give you the edge. Now, the thing here is that Aurora doesn't beat Team Spirit; they always lose against them. But I think this time it'll be different. I'm gonna go with Aurora three, 3-1. I think it'll be a 3-1, maybe 3-2. The scoreline doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of going off who I think will win. But I do think a lot of these, most of these will be close, honestly. I think the only one that might not be close is YG versus Pro Esports, but who really gives a fuck about that, right? Like the scoreline essentially doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is who actually gets the 3 wins. So yeah. And then on the broad bottom side of the semifinal, Falcons versus YG. This is where it ends for YG. I just can't see a world where YG beats Team Falcons in a best of five. YG are a really good team, but Falcons, they're not, if they're going to lose, it'll be either in the first round or in the final. They're not losing in the semifinal to a team that they should be beating. So, yeah, Falcons will win this 3-1. And at this point, I think Falcons will have a lot of confidence to lift that trophy. Grand finals: Falcons versus Aurora. And then in the third place, Spirit versus YG. Third place game. I don't know why they do this. I mean, I guess they have to do it because of club points for the Esports World Cup, but third place matches, dude, are fucking terrible. They're a terrible idea, but that's neither here nor there. Who will win? Team Spirit. Team Spirit, even though it's a completely like irrelevant. Nobody's even gonna remember who won this. I remember who won last year third place match because it was iconic. It was Onyx versus Onyx, so that's why I remember. But in the grand scheme of things, nobody's really gonna remember who won third place, guys. You either finish first or you finish last. That's the player mentalities when they come into these tournaments. They don't really care about finishing third. And especially Team Spirit, they want to win, right? They, as I said, they haven't been able to get over that hump where they can't break past top three. But I think that'll continue. Maybe at M8 that will change because Turkey is hosting it. But yeah, grand finals: Falcons versus Turkey. Falcons, Philippines versus Turkey. Who's gonna take the trophy? Is Philippines gonna take the trophy yet again, or is a new team finally gonna win an international, guys? There's only been three teams in the history of Mobile Legends, three countries in the history of Mobile Legends to have won internationals: Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Guys, I love Falcons Philippines. I really do think something special can happen. I said that they were going to be a top three team coming into this season. I really said not this season, this meta, this tournament, because this meta really, really does benefit Falcons. You know, Assassins was really good for Kyle. The enabler damage dealing types really does help Marco. I mean, Flap, and then Marco. I mean, he's able to just play his usual damage hyperscalers, and Yue is able to pick his Salinas, his more pocket picks that are more niche, and they really do flourish on the international stage. Haji has been so good. I think he's been Falcon's best player. He's been so fucking good. Haji is really really good. I've always rated him very. I still think he's underrated. He's just such a solid player. He's just a player you want on your team, right? He's not always gonna be the most flashiest, but when Haji is playing well, you can see how impactful he is. With all that being said, guys, I think this is gonna be the first time. I think a new era of Mobile Legends will dawn. I think Aurora will beat Falcons 3-4-3. I think this is going to be an incredible final. But the way Aurora play, it's just almost inevitable that a team that it's like they